A joint memorial service for the 3 police constables whose bodies were retrieved from the Hennops River in Centurion last week is expected to take place at Bobbies Park in Bloemfontein today. SABC News reporter Chriselda Lewis is with some of the family members in Bochabela in the Free State. So let's take you there now. Chriselda, it's been, almost 2 weeks now since the 3 police constables first went missing, and then last week that retrieval first of their remains and later that of the vehicle. And it must have been daunting for the families, and you are there with them this morning. Please tell us, how it is that they are coping at this point, and I'm sure you're going to have a conversation with them.
Well, Sakina, incredibly daunting, and the excruciating pain that these families are going through, they say, cannot be described. Today, the 3 police officers whose bodies were found in the Hennops River will be remembered today at the memorial service. As you indicated, we're expecting the Deputy Minister of Police, Polly Bushielo, as well as the National Police Commissioner General Fani Masimula, to be amongst the dignitaries that are here today. But today is some sort of a reality for these families, in that as their children are remembered, they're going to remember, some of the salient moments that they shared with their children. And I don't want to waste any further time there, Sakina. These families have been going through incredible pain, and one of those families, of course, of the 3 police officers is the Linda family. Cebekhulu Linda was one of the police officers who unfortunately met his untimely death on that day. I want to bring in Sipho Linda, and he joins us now. Tatu Linda, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it, especially on such a difficult morning where your children will be remembered. I guess this really hits home that the children are no more.
Thank you, Chriselda. Yes, in Xhosa sithi sifikile eJordan. Reality has struck ubanyani singcwaba abantwana. Lonke ixesha we thought it could, maybe we're dreaming, maybe we're going through a phase kusizavuswa kuthiwa wake up. It was a joke, but today, the Tuesday, we realize it is happening. They are no more. So we'll be having a memorial service for them, just to remember them.
And how have you been coping with the family, as the families? There's still so many unanswered questions about what really happened. How have you coped as a family?
We are coping, We are united in this, all the 3 families. We liaise with each other. We planning this together. We would have loved to have a mass funeral, because we believe they died together, for a common cause. They were all going on duty. They were reporting on duty. They were all police officers. But because of the logistics, we agreed that, okay, fine, we'll have 3 separate funerals, but we are together in spirit. We are coping, as much as it is tough for us, but we are.
And we don't have the details that you do. What kind of young man was he, having just joined the South African Police Service?
Every time I get that question, I say to people, look at the photos. All the photos that we've given you of Cebekhulu. There's not a single photo where you won't see Cebekhulu smiling. That defines Cebekhulu. He was that type of person. Jolly, peace-loving, obedient. He's the kind of boy you would love to come, when you talk to your kids would say, why are you not like Cebekhulu? He was that. He was the jewel of the family. He was the one who was bringing all the other cousins together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Tatu Linda, I recall when you visited the scene, there were so many questions that you had about what happened, and this was prior to the retrieval of the VW Polo from the Hennops River. Do you still have many questions lingering at this point? Because I also understand that the postmortems have not yet been concluded. Am I correct there?
Yes. We still have questions. You know, we have questions because at first this was reported as a hijacking or kidnapping. Then we were told, no, it was an accident. And the way the accident happened, we believe it was an accident. But what led to the accident? That's what we want to know. What led to the accident? Because knowing my son, he was very careful. I mean, he wouldn't drive from Bloemfontein to the scene if he was negligent, you know. And why was he driving on the far left? And then there were questions, or there was talk about the car capsizing before it landed into the river. What led to that? And if the car capsized, I mean, somebody must have seen it, you know. So we still have questions, but for now, we are allowing ourselves time to grieve and lay them to rest. And then we'll await the police to come to us and give us a full report. Then we still have questions, you know, to the police as to exactly what happened, what led to the accident.
Dr. Sipho, thank you very much. We do appreciate you speaking to us this morning. I know it's just a few hours before this memorial service is going to get underway, so we really do appreciate you inviting us into your family home. And Tate Sipho Linda, who is the family of Cebekhulu Linda, one of the police officers who will be remembered today. We're expecting that memorial service to get underway at midday. And the family say, while they're being remembered today, there are still so many questions that linger about what really happened on that day. While they do believe that it was an accident, Dr. Linda says, what led to that accident? She would have heard the National Police Commissioner, General Fani Masimula, at the scene, at the retrieval of the VW Polo, indicating that the vehicle had capsized first before plummeting into the Hennops River. The family says it wants to know what led to that particular moment.